What up, what up? This is Ace the OG, back in the topic, back in the video. So the title of this video is going to be being clean is essential to success. So admin notes, thanks again to all the subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing the video out, you leverage, you better yourselves. Let's get into it. So being clean is essential to success. So it's very, very simple. And I think folks that actually understand this concept and are naturally a neat person, maybe a person that's like a neat freak, or they have OCD when it comes to things being out of place. They understand that being clean and being organized, which is actually a part of being clean, brings clarity. It brings a lot of insight. And it just basically puts you in a very good space when it comes to your body and your mind. Just think about it. Just anytime you go into somebody's house, or you go into your own house, and there's a whole bunch of clutter around. The dishes are not done. The trash not taken out. Like, you walk into negativity when you do that. I know for myself. I really can't speak for anybody else, but I know for myself. If I walk into a dirty house, it's not going to be a good rest of the day for me. It just isn't. Because especially with me being a Christian and me understanding the spiritual realm to a certain degree, trust and believe, you have a lot of spiritual demons that will hide in dirty and unclean places. I'm just telling you that. It's real. You go into your own personal closet, and you got a whole bunch of stuff around that closet that don't supposed to be there, or it's out of place, or you got dirt all over the place or whatever. You're just not being clean, right? Demons can hide into that and that type of stuff. You go into your own personal car, you got a box of chicken that's sitting there for 2 days on your passenger seat. You smoke in your car. You have water bottles all over the place. Like, this is stuff that will put you in type of a very bad state. You start getting anxiety. You become stressed. You can even become depressed when you're not clean. Think about how you feel if you haven't taken a shower for a couple of days. I know for myself, when I was in the Army, there was plenty of times where I was in the field. This is before the Iraqi war started. During that time, when I joined in '98, we were still doing guerrilla warfare, right? So a lot of times when we went out to train, we trained as if we were still in a Vietnam jungle environment. So we would go out to the field for 30 days sometimes, come back, reset, maybe be there for about a week or so, and then we go right back out for another 30 days. And I think the longest I ever went without a shower was maybe a little bit over a week, I think. No, almost 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks. We had baby wipes. We wipe down the essential areas, wash our face with water from the buffalo. If anybody know what a buffalo is, if you was in the military, you know what a buffalo is. By day 3, I was hurt. I was like, I need to get into a shower. I need to get into a bath. Not really a shower. I needed to get in a bath, a really, really hot bath with a whole bunch of soap, right? So when I took that bath, it finally, after I came back from the field, it felt like my body was like just totally like cleansed of all the negativity, all the bad stuff that was there, right? Because being in the field sometimes can be kind of stressful. It can be kind of a norm because you have sometimes leaders that don't know what they're doing, all these other things. But I digress, right? What I implore people to do that's watching this video is take a whole week and literally clean up everything in your life. You know what I'm saying? Clean your car spotless. If you can't clean it to the standard you want it, then pay a little bit of money, go to a car wash that details, right? Sometimes it depends on what size of car you have. Full detail maybe like $100. You know what I'm saying? What they'll do is they'll remove all the seats, any kind of component that's inside that vehicle that can be removed. They will remove it, and they'll get it into all the small nooks and crannies that your physical hand can't get to, or the blower that you have to either blow stuff out of your vehicle or suck stuff out of your vehicle, can't get to, right? That's full detailing. That's what car dealers do to vehicles when we use vehicles coming in, they're going to resell. You take your car and you go there and it's dirty, you turn it in, guarantee somebody's gonna detail that car and they're gonna put it right back on the lot, and it's gonna be like, you know, somebody's gonna go up there and be like, oh, this thing feels so clean. And the car could be like 15 years old, but it feel like brand new. That's another thing about being clean. When you are clean and you are organized, it feel like you're a brand new person. Let's go with haircuts for black men. I know for myself, when I get a haircut, and it's not like me not getting a haircut makes me feel like I'm unclean, but it does make me feel like a brand new person when I get a haircut. That's why they call it clean shaven. You know what I'm saying? Feeling clean. Right? I'm neat right now, you know, because my beard and everything, I always get this cut up and shaped up when I get my haircut. But you know, all these things that I'm saying when it comes to being clean and being organized, because they say cleanliness is next to godliness, and it really is. You know what I'm saying? Because being in unclean things means you are in chaos. You cannot think straight. You cannot get things done. You cannot properly move around in life if you're dirty. If you're around dirty things. If you're around dirty people. If your self is dirty. If you're unclean. If you're unorganized. If you're all over the place. You know, you cannot function the way God wants you to function if you're in that space. So being clean is a very powerful thing for you. It really is, right? And you gotta really take notice about how your life is going. If you're in a situation to where you do have a dirty house, you do have a dirty car, you don't take a shower every single day. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't get a haircut like you want to. Like, I mean, it's so many things that can encompass what I mean when it comes to the cleanliness, right? And I guarantee you, if you take the time to clean yourself up, clean your life up, right? I promise you, your life is going to take a whole 180. You're going to go from one direction to the next. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be in the positive direction. Why do they say, or make the terminology that when somebody gets off of drugs, they clean themselves up? Why do people say that? They say that because what you did was you made your body clean. You cleaned yourself up. You cleaned your mind up and your body up. And you also cleaned your spirit up, right? Because when you take in drugs, when you taking things that don't supposed to be there and make you feel a certain way, you're letting spiritual demons into your body. That's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because what needs to happen is that in order for you to be taken over by a spiritual demon, you got to get that demon a door to walk into. You really do. And unclean things gives them that door. So when you're taking drugs, when you're being an alcoholic, when you're being an alcoholic, when you're doing things to put yourself in a negative mind space, right? You're letting things inside of you that you're supposed to have inside of you. Pause, right? So clean yourself up. Once you clean yourself up, I guarantee you, your life is going to turn out to be way better than what it is right now. I think a lot of folks put themselves in a mind state to where, like, you know, I need to do these things to make myself feel good. That's a lie. That's a falsehood. Because what you're doing is you're really covering up the dirtiness that's inside of you and that's on the outside of you as well. So, not to belabor the top of the video, but I'm telling you, folks who watching this video, if you're unclean, if you know you're unclean, if you know you got chaos in your life, if you know you're unorganized, you just organize, clean yourself up. Because I promise you, if you clean yourself up, your life is going to take a path that you cannot even imagine it taking. Most folks that clean themselves up they're able to think clearly. They're thinking to think rationally. And when you're not clean, if you're unorganized, if you're in chaos, you cannot think straight, and you cannot get things done the way you need to get things done. So let's get cleaned up, y'all, because I promise you, it'll change your life forever. All right. So if you want me to discuss a topic or a subject you think is beneficial to the channel, email me at findingfitnessfolk@gmail.com. My email address is description below. Finding Fitness and Folk, Triple F, I'm gone.